Good evening. And a really wonderful performance indeed by Dundee. Leading the league from early in the season, they had, as you may remember, a bad run just after the new year. But like the champions they are, they finished with 7 wins in a row. And much of the credit must go to their manager, Mr. Bob Shankly, the driving force behind their success. Well, tonight we have film of this historic game, film of 2 other vital games this afternoon, St. Mirren and Dunfermline Athletic, Rangers and Kilmarnock. In addition, we've been collecting the latest sports news this evening, but we begin with the game that answered for this season the question of the league championship and relegation. St. Johnstone against Dundee, commentator Douglas Lowe.
Well, as the teams line up for the start of this very important league game, the last game of the season, with Dundee looking for 1 point to make them league champions, St. Johnstone looking for 1 point to keep them clear of relegation. It's a tremendously excited crowd that packs Muirton ground as St. Johnstone in the all-white strip kick off and attack the goal to the right. Spectators queuing here from early morning to get in, the ground absolutely jam-packed, and it's right half Seath of Dundee sending the ball to Cox, the left back. Dundee in the dark shirts, and this is left half Dunlevy of St. Johnstone, but a bad one. Seath sending it through, and it's the young inside forward Ferguson of St. Johnstone, but Cox now for Dundee, sending the ball back to Linney. These 2 Tayside rivals, both of them very anxious to take at least 1 point from the game, and this should be a really exciting encounter in the sunshine. Levy, the outside left to McIntyre, and there's Townsend trying to get the ball back to his winger. McIntyre on it, heading to Little. Now inside left, Ferguson, and his shot very bad. Linney with the goal kick for Dundee. Fadgen and Robertson, it's the little outside left, and there's Little robbing him. Left half Wishart for Dundee to Cousin. Seath now to Smith, the outside right. And there's Gilzane in position. Oh! Gilzane has opened the scoring for Dundee. And at this point, with both teams having played very much the same type of football, it could have been either one that did this job. But a very nice header from Smith's cross, and Dundee lead by 1 goal to nothing. Midway through this first half, and St. Johnstone now 1 down. They've really got a struggle in front of them now. 1 down to this powerful Dundee side, but they're trying real hard. They've been keeping on quite a pressure. There's outside left Thompson into the goal area, and it's just wide. Linney with the goal kick of St. Johnstone. Linney coming to meet it. No danger there as your kick clear. Wishart to Gilzane, and not a very good one this. And at the start of the second half, it's Dundee wearing the dark shirts who kick off, attacking the goal to the right and leading by 1 goal to nothing. Perhaps a shade fortunate, both teams played very hard stuff in the first half, and St. Johnstone perhaps just this wee bit unlucky to be down by the only goal of the game so far. But it's Penman for Dundee to Smith. But Seath, a very good tackle. Just too high for Gilzane, and that's McFadden nodding the ball back to Taylor in the St. Johnstone goal. McVitie nodding it down, but lively ball, difficult to control on this surface. Cox away to Gilzane. Brought down by McVitie, it's a free kick. A left back Cox with this free kick for Dundee. Cousin heading it into the middle. Lackland's there to head away, now Seath. And it's Townsend for St. Johnstone. Hey, nice bit of ball play, but Lackland and Hamilton for Dundee. Smith turning it in. Gilzane, and Smith run in. And a tackle there by Dunlevy. Dundee still leading by the only goal of the game, and Smith with this corner kick. It's Penman who gets his head to it. Now Cousin. And right half Little getting away. Penman again for Dundee. Goes in, is in there. And it's inside left Ferguson who gets the ball clear. Hamilton sending it back. This goes in, moving into the middle again. Outside left Robertson. Goes in, Cousin there. And Robertson. And Robertson's shot is just a little too high. Goalkeeper Taylor of St. Johnstone with the free kick, the goal kick. And it's Seath who brings it down. Now right back Hamilton. There's goes in, the ball's beating Ferguson. Goes in trying to bust through. And he just can't get a shot away. That's the second one for Dundee. And look at the boys. How excited these Dundee supporters are as their team moves into a lead of 2 goals to nothing. Their leading goal scorer, Alan Gilzane, has scored both of them. And now, about 10 minutes into the second half, Dundee lead by 2 goals to nothing. And it must be a long time since Muirton Park has seen scenes of enthusiasm like these as St. Johnstone now 2 goals down. There's Gilzane after it, and Cousin now racing for this ball with Laughlin. And the St. Johnstone left back wins but doesn't get the ball clear. There's Gilzane on it to Penman, a great chance. And there's Dundee's first goal. What a thumping shot from Penman. And this inside forward trio has certainly been the backbone of Dundee's climb to the top of the league. And now who would say anything other that this third goal will almost certainly put them at the top for good, champions of the Scottish First Division for season 1961-62, even at this early stage in the second half. St. Johnstone now in an almost hopeless plight. 3 goals behind. Kick off. And there's a kick by Ferguson on Cousin. Ure takes the free kick. It's Seath. Right half Seath. His opposite number, Little of St. Johnstone, coming across field. And there's Townsend on it for St. Johnstone. But again, this ineffectual finishing. It's Smith getting the ball away now. And another free kick as the tackling gets tougher as the game goes on. Hamilton with the free kick, sending it back to Liddy. Now, left back Cox. Robertson. Robertson finds Gilzane. Penman. And that's opened the game right up. It's outside left, Robertson with it. And just needs a touch, and it's a goal. Smith this time, the outside right. And Dundee fairly rubbing it in. St. Johnstone have had so much of this game, but poor finishing, and here they've got a protest. The linesman has his flag up, and it's the linesman who's calling the referee's attention, not the players. And the goal has been cancelled. Either offside, I think most probably offside, or perhaps Smith handled. But what would have been Dundee's 4th goal is now cancelled out, and the score remains at Dundee 3, St. Johnstone nothing. Smith for Dundee with time running out. Outside right Smith to Wishart, and it's all over. Dundee are league champions for season 1961-62, and what a wonderful prospect ahead of the Dundee club at the end of this battle between the Tayside teams. The European Cup ahead, and look how their support are showing their exuberance, breaking in over the barriers. The players completely lost, smothered. There's Gilzane up on somebody's shoulders. The inside left who scored the first 2 goals. The third one scored by Penman. And what tremendous excitement as a little bit of football history is written here at Muirton Park this afternoon. For this is the first time that Dundee have ever been champions of the Scottish First Division.